Very good morning to all of you students. I welcome you back in part second of the civics chapter number 1, that is on equality. Let's get a quick reminder or quick revision of this chapter. What we have studied in part 1, we have studied that how India is a democratic nation and what are the forms of inequality being faced by the people, how one person can recognize its dignity, how Indian democracy or how Indian democracy provides equality for all of its citizens. So, without any further delay, let's begin with part second of this chapter. We have seen that in this diagram, in this photo, in the bottom, that black building is the parliament of our nation, and above it, the constitution of India, and above all, that is the India as the nation. So, let's begin with the equality in Indian democracy. Equality in Indian democracy or Indian constitution, it is being provided in two ways, or there are two ways in which government provides equality, which is being guaranteed in the constitution to all of the citizens. First is through laws. There are various laws being made by the constitution before, which guarantees that every person is equal, whether he is the president of the nation or whether he is the person who works as a sweeper on the road. And second, government used to provide schemes time to time or various programs times to time so that they could help the disadvantaged communities, or they can give the equality to those communities which cannot get the equality through the laws. So those who are not able to get the equality via laws, they get equality with the help of various government programs and schemes. You all know that you have seen a ration shop nearby in your locality where the government, it is a government owned shops which provides wheat and other necessary things at a very cheap rate to the disadvantaged communities. Okay, now there is a program, midday meal program run by the government. What is it all about? It is the midday meal programs. It means that from the topic which we can say that it is a meal program which is carried out in the midday, means around 12 to 1 p.m. You know that poor children, they cannot go to school, or their parents don't send their children to school because they cannot pay the fees. So to attract more and more students, the government has started the midday meal program, so that after this there were more and more students regularly attending the school, and due to this there is a gradual or sudden increase in the attendance of the students. They go with the thinking that okay, we will study and we will eat. Both things are done in at one place. Their mother, means the poor student mother, they have no longer to interrupt, or they cannot interrupt during the school to feed their child, as the child is already getting some meal from the school. Now how this program helps in reducing the caste prejudice, like in a class all kind of student, all kind of children sits together, they pray together, they study together, and as well as they eat meal together. So it is the form of equality being provided to the students. And this program, which program? Midday meal program. This program helps to reduce the hunger of poor students, because the poor students, as they cannot study, also there are many parents who cannot provide the proper food to their children. And if the children is hungry, then he will not, or if the child is hungry, he will not able to concentrate on his studies. So to make the child to concentrate on study, or make the poor child to concentrate on the study, the government started midday meal program so that the stomach would not remain empty. So here on your screen, on the right side, you can see the students of some government school. They are sitting together and they are eating the food which is being provided to them with the help of midday meal program. And on your left of your screen, you can see that the entitlement norm means what kind of nutrition will the child as per the classes will get. Like for calories, he will get around 700 calories in the food, same as protein, rice, dal, vegetable oil, etc. Okay, so now we have studied about the midday meal program. Now we'll study about the inequality or the issues of equality in the democracies. In this, we will study about the case of United States of America. In this, back in 1950s or 1900, there were some Africans who were being brought to America as the slaves. They were being continued to live as a slave or treated as a slave till 1950s. So when this treatment was been going on, or when this situation was not been rectified, or we can say when the Africans were being ill treated and they were being denied equality, although the equality was the part of their American law. So there was a movement of Civil Rights Acts in 1964 which says that the discrimination on the basis of race, religion or national origin is not allowed or will not be entertained. It states that the whatever or all the school would remain open for American also and for African students also, and there must not be different or separate school for African people and American people. Both can study at a one place only. Despite of this act, there were inequality or ill treatment was being continued. Now here was the Article 15. What Article 15 says, that the state or the government shall not discriminate any citizen on whatever his caste, race, sex, place of birth would be. Every person is allowed to access or make the use of the facilities like shop, restaurants, hotels, and public entertainment. Also, any person, whether he is of lower caste or whether he is of higher caste, he can use the well, bathing guards, road, public transport, which are whole or partly maintained by the state government. Now, what are the challenges of democracy? No country can be described as completely democratic country. There are communities and individuals in democratic country as well where they are trying to expand their own ideas. They always push for greater recognition of equality as well as for the new issues. And central to this means the main agenda of this is to struggle for the recognition of all, means every person must be recognized or every person must be treated equally and his dignity must be maintained without hurting his any rights. Okay, so here comes the end of this chapter. I hope you have understood it. Listen to this video and read the chapter carefully so that you can understand the chapter easily. Till then, thank you and take